Hello, friends. Welcome to today's episode. I'm sure you have witnessed this scene before. You have probably seen this at some point in your life. There is always that one guy who isn't that rich. He's not driving a fucking crazy car, $20,000 watch, but somehow that motherfucker is dating a very attractive woman. At the same time, you'll see another guy who have everything your little heart desire, who have a fucking great ass car, fancy ass suits, nice watch, etc. But he still struggles with women. Well, today I'm gonna teach you how to be surrounded with beautiful supermodels without needing to be fucking filthy rich. And I know what I'm talking about. I'm fucking certified. You're gonna see a couple of pictures popping on the screen just to see that I'm not a fucking bullshitter. I did it when I was broke and I did it with money. And just for your sake of knowledge, I was like you exactly. I was an introverted person. I was shy. I didn't even like being on camera. That was my fucking biggest nightmare. Someone pulling up their phone and be like, I want to film you. No, motherfucker, stay away from me. I don't wanna be filmed. Why are you even filming me? So I get exactly what you're feeling. I totally understand you. I understand that thing that burns your heart. Why this guy is rolling with a nice chick and I'm not? Well, today we're gonna fix that. First point we're gonna talk about is why confidence is way more attractive than money, and how can we do it that you don't need to be a rich millionaire to date a supermodel. Most guys notice this at some point and it confuses them because growing up we were told a very simple story: make money, become successful, and women will automatically be attracted to you. So when a guy in the street sees a broke man with confidence dating a super beautiful woman and the rich guy getting ignored, this whole fucking idea is messed up in his brain now. And just thinking about that makes me laugh too, because that's what I've been told. Now let's talk about this idea. Where did it even came from? Because this thing, men didn't invent it themselves. It was something they were shown in movies since they were young. The guy with the big house and the fancy car always has a nice beautiful woman next to him. And the social media shows the exact same thing. The guy with money, nice hotels, traveling fucking everywhere, and right next to that lifestyle you see an attractive woman. So a lot of men grew up believing one simple thing, which is make money and the problem will solve itself. But the problem is that this thing caused men to ignore something very important for years, which is their social ability, their presence, and their confidence around people. Let's start by talking about confidence. Confidence creates perceived status. What do I mean by that? People assume that men who are confident, they have something successful about them, even before they know anything about them, because people don't know your bank account, but they see how you carry yourself. Because when you're confident, this thing signals that you're familiar with these kind of situations. It's not your first time here. And the second point, it shows how much of a leader and of a competent man you are. I want you to realize that money without presence feels weak. If a man relies only on money, women can sense that insecurity behind it. Some men rely on money only. They start showing their cars, the watches, the jets, the lifestyle, the hotels, etc. But here's the thing. This guy, he got only what money can buy. What do I mean by that? He got only what any loser with money can buy. So if we have Alex, a fucking loser, having access to all of these supercars, and Mike, a poor guy, you just handed him $3 million, he can do what fucking Alex is doing. So Alex is nothing special. He's just having all of these things around him because of the money he has. So it's nothing about his personality, nothing about his speech, nothing about how he talks, nothing about his charisma. So if we remove money from the equation, now Alex is left with zero attributes. He got nothing left. His body language is totally insecure. Let me tell you something. Women can feel that insecurity. They can fucking spot it. They can see that contradiction. And it kills the whole fucking attraction she had for you. Even if she didn't say it straight to your face, believe me, the moment she can replace you with a guy who's doing somewhat okay, but have way better attributes than you do, she will fucking replace you in a snap. Having fucking 60 cars and a big yacht and a fucking big mansion is bullshit. Let me tell you something which might shock you. You know when I drive these Lambos, these Ferraris, all of these supercars, you name it. And I'm not even joking, I swear to you, not a single woman look at these cars. There was this one time I was at the best places in Dubai, like the top place. I'm not gonna mention names. So you motherfuckers, I don't wanna see you guys hanging around there. Anyways, I was at this place and it was super fancy place and there was a fucking Bugatti, okay? A fucking Bugatti parked outside. And none of the supermodels looked on it. Guys, I want you to understand, when I'm saying none, I mean fucking zero. Absolutely no woman gave a fuck. Even the bitches didn't give a fuck. You cannot now flex anymore the cars and expect to get these women. Guys, it's not about the cars, it's not about the money. Women don't give a fuck about cars anymore. Actually, it's quite the opposite. They say it's uncomfortable, it's too loud, it's a fucking, I don't know, fucking shitloads of excuses. They don't like these cars. It may be fun at the beginning. Oh, you have a Lambo. It's just for the fun fact of it. Like, you're the guy. You're the Lambo guy. You have a Lambo, you have a fucking nice ass car, etc. But that's it. So here's the thing. Having a semi-ass nice car, fucking good home, good like cool ass home. You don't need a fucking penthouse. A nice house. That's it. You have a cool design. You just bring an interior designer. Let him fucking decorate your room for you. Like a nice house. You don't need a fucking big house. Just a normal home. I meant as average car. Be able to get her gifts from time to time. That's all what you need. I want you to understand one simple thing, which is having a beautiful woman around you is never about money. In fact, I've dated beautiful women, which you guys won't fucking believe me for saying this, but it's true. I've stolen one of the biggest rappers in Russia's girl, if not even the biggest one. But I cannot put the pictures for you here because it might lead to a fucking court case and I don't need extra court cases now. But I may put it in my private community inside the courses. There it's more safe, more private. So if you guys are wondering who's that guy and who's the chick that I stole from him, most probably you're gonna see it inside the private community. But for now, let's get back to the topic. And she's not the only one, by the way. I've dated fucking billionaires, exes, millionaires, you name it, guys. They're all richer than me and they have everything which money can buy. Here's the thing, they don't have anything which money can't buy. So, to sum this idea up, my point is the following. Women don't care about money as much as you think as they do. Except, of course, if they're total bitches. And trust me, you don't need these type of girls around you. Next point. I've met guys who spent a decade building their career. They became successful financially. I mean, which is great, that's what a man wants. But because they spent all of that time focusing on only work, they never developed the ability to walk into a room and feel more comfortable. So when they finally try to enter into a conversation, they feel awkward, they don't feel comfortable. They might have the money, but their body language is still uncertain. And another thing people underestimate is the way you speak. The way you speak can completely change how your message is perceived. Two people can say the exact same sentence, but depending on their tonality, the whole fucking meaning changes. If someone is speaking very quickly, very quietly, with fucking hesitance, you don't know what to talk about, he's fucking scared. People can sense that. It makes the conversation uncomfortable, it makes the conversation uncertain. While confident speakers, at the other hand, they speak at a calmer pace. They control the frame. And when someone looks comfortable speaking, people naturally pay more attention to that guy. You will also notice that confident men, when they speak, they don't constantly fill in the silence. They're okay with the pauses. So, he says what he wants to say. He delivers his point. And after he finishes delivering his point, he lets the conversation itself to breathe. He's not like, oh Sam, listen, today I went to the water park. And after I went to the water park, I met this one girl. And then we went to 8 burgers. After we ate burgers, then we went to fucking, I don't know, drink some juice. You see how now you perceive me as a fucking dork. I'm not the fucking charismatic guy anymore. It's because of the way I speak. Remove whatever, these fucking filler words and have some silence between a word and the other. There is no problem with being silent. And if people are trying to cut you off, so I'm talking right now. Let's say I'm talking to my friend, his name is Michael. So I'm talking to Michael. Hey Michael, I want to tell you a story that happened to me yesterday and you won't believe what just happened. Now a fucking guy just jumps in and he's like, I want to talk to you, whatever. You just raise your hand in this way, you raise your hand and you look at him with a deadly ass look. Like, I didn't finish my shit yet, dumbass. Stay quiet until I finish. And you go back to fucking Michael. You go to Michael and be like, yo bro, whatever, let's go party tonight. I don't know, just fucking whatever you want to talk about. But there's no problem with posing. And if people, they want to cut you while you're posing, then as I've mentioned, you know now how to let them be quiet and continue your conversation. Men who do well socially usually develop these skills, the way they communicate with people, the way they greet people, the way he handshake others, the way he approach women, all of that early in his life. That's why sometimes you see a person who's not rich, but he does well socially because of one simple thing. He developed the confidence first. Next point, when you actually start to understand how people read social signals, it starts making perfect sense to you, because this is something that human beings underestimate, which is people are constantly reading each other. The way you are reading me right now, why are you watching until this point? Because you see, I'm telling you, first of all, I'm giving you a valuable information. Second point, I'm telling you something which most people won't tell you about. Third point, you like the way I speak. You like my presence in front of the camera. And that's what I'm teaching you exactly to do. Because even when you think you're relaxing and doing nothing, your brain is automatically working, reading the person in front of you without you even recognizing that. Think about this. When someone new walks into a room, you immediately form an impression about this guy. You don't know his name yet. You don't know his bank account. You don't know if he's rich or not. You don't know if he's with attractive women or no, but your brain already decided something about this guy. Oh, this guy actually seems confident. Oh, this guy, he's a fucking dork. Whatever, let's just continue our conversation. Oh, this guy is actually interesting. I like his style. I like the way he walks. I like the way he carries himself. He looks different. Who the fuck is that guy? Is he a movie star? Is he a fucking famous ass person? Who is that guy? He's different. And this entire judgment happens in a fucking few seconds. The reason is that our brain is trained to read the non-verbal signals. Things like posture, eye contact, movement, facial expressions, you name it. Those signals tells us how comfortable is someone with himself. I want you to keep this in your mind. Attraction doesn't start with money. It starts with how people perceive you. In the first few seconds you walk into a room, in the first few seconds you start speaking, in the first few seconds you look into their eye, etc. In these first few seconds, people don't know your job, they don't know who are you dating, they don't know your wife, they don't know what you do for work, they don't know your bank account, they don't know anything. They just know one simple thing. How are you carrying yourself? How do you walk? How's your posture? How do you talk? Because how comfortable you look to other people creates what I call perceived status. Perceived status is super important. I want you to understand that if you have money in your bank account, but you don't look like you have money in your bank account, then what's the benefit of having money in your bank account? I mean, to other people, especially to women, since we're talking about women now. If you have a nice car, but other people don't know about the nice car you got, then what's the benefit of having a nice car? Perceived status is super important. If you can let people perceive you as a confident, rich ass person, this means regardless of what kind of social status you have in the economy, regardless if you're a poor, mid-class citizen, rich ass guy, if you can let people believe something, that's all what you need. If women believe you're a charismatic guy, and even though you're faking it, but they still believe that you are that guy, you're the guy, that's all what you need, my friend. When a man is confident about himself, people automatically assume there is something about this guy. They assume he has experience, they assume there's something going on in his life, he's rich, etc. And the funny thing is that people make these assumptions without even knowing anything about you. That's what I've been trying to tell you all of this episode. You just have to look like what are you trying to look like. You don't need to be that person, you don't need to be him. as long as you look like him. That's the power of confidence. It changes how people interpret everything about you. Last point, social proof. When a man is relaxed around attractive women, people assume one thing immediately, that this guy is experienced with these kind of situations. He have done this before. It's not his first time. He have plenty of choices. That's what I mean by confidence becomes social proof. If you're calm and natural around beautiful women, people assume that you've done this before. But on the other hand, when a guy walks into the conversation and he's fucking nervous, he don't know what to talk about, he's overthinking every single word he wants to say, how do you think women will perceive you now? Put yourself in her shoe. Imagine you're sitting and a guy in front of you, I don't know what to talk about. I just want to say, you look beautiful today. Do you like the place? Do you want your coffee? It just looks, you immediately switch the turn off button in her. You immediately turn her off, and you don't want that. And that's why confidence beats money in attraction, because confidence changes the fucking entire way people perceive you. But don't get me wrong, I'm not saying money is not helpful. Money is super helpful. It's one of the most important things in life. Without money, you don't have Wi-Fi to watch this amazing ass video that I just made for you. But here's the thing, money amplifies who you are. It doesn't change who you are. It doesn't give you characteristics. It doesn't give you charisma. It doesn't give you a way to speak to people. It doesn't give you presence. If you're confident and you build wealth, this is an extremely powerful combination. But if someone lacks confidence, money alone won't fix that problem. Now, the good news is confidence is something you can build, learn, and sharpen. It comes with experience, from putting yourself in situations where you interact with people, and from improving yourself in all the aspects, improving the way you speak, improving yourself mentally, improving yourself physically, having a nice body, training every day, and slowly getting comfortable with who you actually are, your real personality, not faking anything, not trying to make a persona that people like, which you don't even own, which you don't even like, just because people will love that guy, that's why I'm gonna try to be him. No, if you're not actually that person, don't be a fucking clown to people. Be yourself, have a dignity. At the end of the day, people don't follow money, they follow certainty. When a man is certain about his next move, when a man is certain about how he fucking speaks, people follow that, people love that. That's the kind of confidence which attracts attention, regardless of how much money you have. So, if you're having problem getting attention from super beautiful women, or having problems with don't knowing how to approach them, I guarantee you, I want you to understand that my team and I can help you fix that. We've done this with multiple students, multiple members, and we fixed their problems from fucking A to Z, from fucking approaches to knowing how to talk, to being more charismatic, you name it. Anything you have regarding confidence in all the aspects, confidence in your work, confidence in not knowing how to talk in front of the camera, confidence in people around you, not knowing how to open topics, not knowing how to approach beautiful women in your city, we can help you fix that. And I just want you to understand one simple thing. You are not the only one facing whatever you're facing. I was an introverted kid. I was shy. I hated being on camera. Didn't know how to talk. Whatever you're seeing right now, I fucking spent a lot of years trying to improve in myself. But you don't need to do all of that. You don't need to learn from this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. Because I've gathered all of the experience, I've gathered all of the knowledge and put it into one single fucking place. I just want you to understand that I know how this fucked up could be. I know how sad you are. And I know how unfair this may seem to you. But that's the world, my friend. Nothing comes to you directly. And especially as a man, nothing is immediately given to you. You have to work your way up. Women are already born with value. They're already beautiful. You want to be with them just because how they look. They don't need to be successful. They don't need to be anything else. But us as men, this is different for you and me, my friend. We have to be rich. We have to be charismatic. We have to know how to talk. We have to have charisma, etc. It's not only about money. You can't just be a normal guy and have nice girls around you. This doesn't work anymore. It may have worked before, but it doesn't work now. That's exactly what I teach inside the Gateway to Freedom. That's what we call our community, because it's your only gateway to freedom. Freedom from your bad habits, freedom from being poor, freedom from being insecure, freedom from not knowing how to talk. If you guys are genuinely looking to improve your life, genuinely, you're the man who genuinely wants to be the character, the guy in his life. You want to be the main character. We're here to help you. I gave you the option to join us. It's on you now. Just one simple thing. Don't dare you blame God or yourself for not having a fucking option in your life, for not knowing the way. Telling God himself, the one and only, God, you didn't give me an option to change, because he gave it to you and you didn't took it. He showed you the vision and you denied it. After all of this being said, we can say now that we're done with today's video, and I'm gonna see you in a later episode.